A whisper on your skin. What your body might be telling you. Have you ever felt an itch so persistent, so quietly nagging, that it made you pause and wonder, what's my body trying to say? Picture this: the soft rustle of your shirt against your back, the faint tingle creeping up your legs after a long day, or the subtle urge to scratch your scalp as the evening fades into night. These aren't just fleeting annoyances. As we grow older, our bodies begin to speak in whispers, through aches, weariness, or even a stubborn itch. Most of us brush it off as dry skin or a passing irritation. But what if that itch is a messenger, carrying news from deep within? What if the spot where it lingers holds a clue to something more? Today, I'm inviting you to sit with me, like old friends sharing a cup of tea, as we unravel a story your skin might be telling. It's a tale of 4 specific places on the body where chronic itchiness in older adults, those gentle, persistent tickles, could signal something serious brewing beneath the surface. This isn't about fear or guesswork. It's about patterns doctors and researchers have traced through years of watching how we age. Each itchy spot has its own voice, whispering about your blood, your organs, your nerves, or even the fuel your body craves. By the time we're done, you'll not only know how to listen, but also how to answer back with small, powerful steps that could add strength and years to your life. So let's begin. Because that itch you've been ignoring, it might just be your body waving a quiet, urgent flag. 1. The restless legs. A tale of flow and fading. Imagine the cool evening air brushing against your calves as you sit on the porch. Yet there's a faint itch tugging at your shins, relentless as a mosquito you can't swat away. For many folks over 60, an itch on the lower legs feels like nothing more than winter's dry kiss or the wear of time. But when it lingers, day after day, night after night, with no rash or redness to explain it, it's worth a closer look. Doctors have noticed that in older adults, this kind of itch often ties to something deeper: poor circulation, a slow fade in the rivers of blood that nourish your limbs. Let me tell you about 2 neighbors, Martin and Clarence, both 82 years young. Martin's the kind of man who greets the dawn with a slow stroll around the block. You'd see him in his worn sneakers, humming a tune, checking the roses along his path. His legs feel sturdy, his skin smooth. He's never thought much about them beyond a quick glance in the mirror. Clarence, though, has a different rhythm these days. Life's slowed him down. He spends hours in his recliner, the TV flickering late into the night. Lately, he's noticed an itch creeping up his ankles and calves, especially after sitting still too long. At first, he slathered on lotion, blaming the dry heat of his old radiator. But the itch stayed, a quiet companion that grew louder at night, waking him with its insistence. What Clarence doesn't yet see is that his legs might be whispering about peripheral artery disease, a condition where blood struggles to flow freely through the tiny vessels below the knees. When circulation falters, the skin dries out, nerves tingle, and muscles weaken, sending up that itchy flare. It's not just about discomfort. Over time, this strain ripples upward, taxing the heart, the veins, even the mind. Researchers call the legs the second heart for a reason. They pump blood back to the core of you. If they're faltering, the whole system feels it, raising risks of heart trouble, strokes, or a foggy memory that steals the sharpness you once knew. But here's the beauty of it. This whisper can be answered. Martin's walks aren't magic, they're medicine. Gentle movement, like a shuffle around the kitchen or a lap in the yard, stirs the blood back to life, elevating your feet on a cushion. Sipping water throughout the day, or slipping into soft compression socks can coax that flow along. Clarence tried it too, started with 5 minutes pacing his living room, then 10. He added a handful of almonds instead of salty chips, and slowly the itch softened. It wasn't instant, but it was hope. If your lower legs have been restless lately, don't just scratch and shrug. Listen. Your body's asking for a little motion, a little care, and it might reward you with years of steadier steps. 2. The elusive back. A murmur from within now. Picture this. You're reaching over your shoulder, chasing an itch that dances across your upper back, just out of reach. It's maddening, isn't it? That spot between your shoulder blades or along your spine that no amount of twisting can quite soothe. For many at 78 or beyond, it's easy to blame a scratchy sweater or a dry spell in the air. But when that itch settles in, persistent, unyielding, with no rash to show for it, it might be more than skin deep. It could be a murmur from your liver or kidneys, those silent workhorses filtering life's mess from your blood. Meet Evelyn and Marjorie, both 78, neighbors who've shared more than a few porch chats over the years. Evelyn's a creature of habit. Her kitchen hums with the scent of steamed greens, and she sips water like it's her job. Her annual checkups are a breeze, her skin soft as the day she turned 50. Marjorie's story veers differently. Lately, she's felt a heaviness she can't shake. Swollen ankles after a long day, a tiredness that lingers past morning coffee. And then there's the itch, blooming across her mid-back like a stubborn weed. Night after night, she scratches, switching soaps and lotions, but it clings. She doesn't know it yet, but her body might be signaling strain in her kidneys or liver. When these organs falter, toxins pile up in the blood, irritating the skin where nerves cluster thickly, like the broad canvas of the back. It's not loud, no fever, no sharp pain, just a quiet, maddening itch that steals sleep and saps energy. Studies tie this to bigger risks. A liver under stress or kidneys losing their edge can dim your vitality, cloud your thoughts, shorten your days. Marjorie's grandson, a med student named Theo, saw it one evening when he visited. "Gran," he said, peering over his textbook, "let's get you checked. That itch isn't normal." A blood test later, her doctor found her kidneys were sluggish. Nothing dire, but a wake-up call. The fix? It's simpler than you'd think. Evelyn's water habit helps flush those toxins. Marjorie started with a glass at every meal. Cutting back on wine and salty snacks lightened the load. And a chat with her doctor about her meds, too many pills can tax those organs, brought balance. The itch didn't vanish overnight, but it faded, like a guest who'd overstayed. If your back's been whispering, don't just reach for